I was a successful, well-educated, white, American male. I knew from the time I was 3 or 4 years of age I was transgender. In my naivete, I thought I got to choose. I thought a gender fairy would arrive and say, okay, the time has come. But alas, no gender fairy arrived. So I just lived my life. I didn't hate being a boy. I just knew I wasn't one. Went to college, got married, had kids, built a career. But the call toward authenticity has all the subtlety of a smoke alarm. And eventually decisions have to be made. So I came out as transgender and I lost all of my jobs. It's not easy being a transgender woman. I am learning a lot about what it means to be a female. And I'm learning a lot about my former gender. I have the unique experience of having lived life from both sides. The differences are massive. So I'll start with the small stuff, like the pockets on women's jeans. What? Can't put a phone in there. Paper clip, maybe. There is never a time in the life of a male that he has to worry about whether or not an article of his clothing is accidentally going to drop into the toilet. Not a long sweater, not a belt, nothing. I get my hair cut about half as often as I used to, but it costs 10 times as much. I keep bumping into gender differences everywhere I go. Apparently, since I became a female, I have become stupid. I guess it's the loss of testosterone and the arrival of estrogen that has caused me to lose the brain cells necessary to be a fully functioning adult human. Either that, or I'm as smart as I ever was. It's just now I'm constantly being subjected to mansplaining. So I was in my local Denver bike shop, and a young summer employee said, "Can I help?" And I said, "Yeah. Can the frame of an older Gary Fisher mountain bike start to flex and bend enough that it causes the rear brake to rub?" He said, "Well, disc brakes need regular adjustments." I said, "I know that. And in fact, I do my brake adjustments." He said, "Oh, well, then your rotor's bent. It's bent." I said, "Yeah, my rotor's not bent. I know a bent rotor." With condescension, he said, "Well, what do you want me to do?" I said, "You could answer my question." This happens all the time now. I have to go 3 or 4 rounds with someone before I get a direct answer. And there's a deeper issue. The more you're treated as if you don't know what you're talking about, the more you begin to question whether or not you do, in fact, know what you're talking about. Right? I understand a woman's tendency to doubt herself. Do you ever notice if a woman is in a meeting with a group of men and she knows she's right, she apologizes for it? She says, "I'm sorry, but I don't think those numbers add up." You know, you don't have to apologize for being right. To the women, I want you to know you are far more capable than you realize. You are more powerful than you know. And to you guys, I do understand. I never thought I had privilege, but I did. What can you do? You can believe us. When we tell you that we might have equality, but we do not have equity. It is not a level playing field. It never has been. You can be a part of the solution. By elevating us to equal footing, you uniquely have that power. Thank you.